Are you lonesome tonight? Do you miss me tonight? Are you sorry we drifted apart? Does your memory stray to a bright summer day when I kissed you and called you sweetheart? Do the chairs in your parlor seem empty and bare? Do you gaze at your doorstep and picture me there? Is your heart filled with pain? Shall I come back again? Tell me, dear, are you lonesome tonight? I wonder if you're lonesome tonight. You know, someone said the world's a stage and each must play a part. Fate had me playing in love with you as my sweetheart. Act one was where we met. I loved you at first glance. You read your lines so cleverly and never missed a cue. Then came Act two. You seemed to change, you acted strange, and why I've never known. Honey, you lied when you said you loved me, and I had no cause to doubt you. But I'd rather go on hearing your lies than to go on living without you. Now the stage is bare, and I'm standing there with emptiness all around. And if he won't come back to me, then they can bring the curtain down. Is your heart filled with pain? Shall I come back again? Tell me, dear, are you lonesome tonight?
Put your sweet lips a little closer to the phone. Let's pretend that we're together all alone. I'll tell the man to turn the jukebox way down low, and you can tell your friend there with you he'll have to go. Whisper to me, tell me, do you love me true? Or is he holding you the way I do? Though love is blind, make up your mind, I've got to know. Should I hang up, or will you tell him he'll have to go? You can't say the words I want to hear while you're with another man. Do you want me answer yes or no? Darling, I will understand. Put your sweet lips a little closer to the phone. Let's pretend that we're together all alone. I'll tell the man to turn the jukebox way way down low. And you can tell your friend there with you, he'll have to go.
Please help me, I'm falling in love with you. Close the door to temptation. Don't let me walk through. Turn away from me, darling. I'm begging you to. Please help me, I'm falling in love with you. I belong to another whose arms have grown cold, but I promise forever to have and to hold. I can never be free, dear, but when I'm with you, I know that I'm losing the will to be true. Please help me, I'm falling, and that would be sin. Close the door to temptation. Don't let me walk in, for I mustn't want you, but darling, I do. Please help me, I'm falling in love with you.
Way up north to Alaska. Way up north to Alaska. North to Alaska. Go north for Russia's home. North to Alaska. Go north to Russia's home. Big Sam left Seattle in the year of '92 with George Pratt, his partner, and brother Billy too. They crossed the Yukon River and found the Bonanza Gold below that old white mountain, just a little southeast of Nome. Sam crossed the majestic mountains to the valleys far below. He talked to his team of huskies as he mushed on through the snow, with the northern lights a-running wild in the land of the midnight sun. Yes, Sam McCord was a mighty man in the year of 1901, where the river is winding, big nuggets they're finding. North to Alaska, go north to Russia's own. Way up north to Alaska, way up north to Alaska. North to Alaska, go north to Russia's own. North to Alaska, go north to Russia's own. George turned to Sam with his gold in his hand. Said, Sam, you're looking at a lonely, lonely man. I'd trade all the gold that's buried in this land for one small band of gold to place on sweet little Jenny's hand. 'Cause a man needs a woman to love him all the time. Remember, Sam, a true love is so hard to find. I'd build for my Jenny a honeymoon home below that old white mountain, just a little southeast of Nome, where the river is winding, big nuggets they're finding. North to Alaska, go north, the rush is on. North to Alaska, go north, the rush is on. Way up north, way up north, way up north, way up north.
Ferlin has a great spiritual that we'd like to do for you folks now. Ferlin, you suppose it would bother anything if all of us joined in with you?
Well, I wouldn't want to do it unless all of you helped me.
All right, then. We're ready when you are.
On the wings of the snow white dove, he sends his pure, sweet love, a sign from above. On the wings of a dove, when troubles surround us, when evils come, the body grows weak, the spirit grows numb. When these things beset us, he doesn't forget us. He sends down his love on the wings of a dove, on the wings of a snow white dove. He sends his pure, sweet love, a sign from above, on the wings of a dove. When Noah had drifted on the flood many days, he searched for land, in various ways. Troubles he had some, but wasn't forgotten. He sent him his love on the wings of a dove, on the wings of the snow white dove. He sends his pure, sweet love, a sign from above, on of a dove. On the wings of a dove. On the wings of a dove.
And you made it too. I guarantee you that. I'm sure everybody enjoyed that, Phil. I sure did.
I did too, but I was so used to people applauding that I thought they was going to clap first.
Well, you know how it is. The reason they didn't do that is because we're running out of time.
Oh, well, I know they was
the old
doing it
clock
on
the wall.
rehearsals.
I see where they've moved.
Where is that?
Thank you, Ferlin, for driving by this
Thank
time.
you.
Come
You
back
had a
see
good
us.
time.
Come back see us real soon.
Speak well of me. If you have to lie, I'll do the same for you.
All right, Dad.
Can I leave
Thank
you with
sir.
a laugh?
Yes, by all means. Oh, goodness sake.
Well, I went to a turkey roast down the street, and the people down there eating like wild geese. I'm on my way. I'm going back to Alabama. Now talk about you people have a whale of a time, eating up the chicken and drinking their wine. I'm on my way. I'm going back to Alabama. Now some folks say that a tramp won't steal, but I caught 3 in my cornfield. I'm on my way. I'm going back to Alabama. Hey, one had a bushel and the other had a peck, and one had a roast near tied around his neck. I'm on my way. I'm going back to Alabama. Sal walking down the street with the rundown shoes tied on her feet. Good morning, honey. Get over there, baby. Stand over there, Sal. Well, hello, Sal. I know you with a rundown slipper and a tore-up shoe. I'm on my way. I'm going back to Alabama. Ready to leave this earth, I'm gonna look back till my money's worth. I'm on my way. I'm going back to Alabama. Hey, I'm going back to Alabama.
I just got to hear you say get close to you. Just one time, just one time. It's gonna be a lovely day. I just got to hear you say that you let me get close to you. Just one time, just one time. You can be my number one. You gotta be the only one.
Last night was the worst night of my life, no doubt. 'Cause while I stayed at home, someone else took you out. I cried 'cause I love you with all of my might. And I missed me, how I missed me at your house last night. I missed holding hands, walking out on your lawn. I missed the sweet kiss that was mine for so long. Were you happy with new arms wrapped around you so tight? I missed me, how I missed me at your house last night. Did the neighbors say they noticed anything strange, like a different car parked in your drive for a change? Did they watch as he kissed you beneath the porch light? Did they miss me like I missed me at your house last night? I missed holding hands, walking out on your lawn. I missed the sweet kiss that was mine for so long. Were you happy with new arms wrapped around you so tight? I missed me, how I missed me at your house last night.
Just your memory, and I make a vow each time you leave that this will draw the line. Then you come back, and just like now, I'm falling one more time. One more time, my lips may kiss you. One more time. With a memory left behind, and I just know that when you go, I'll be lonely one more time. I give in to you, and I'm doing all the things I said that I wouldn't do. And I make a vow each time you leave that this will draw the line. Then you come back, and just like now, I'm falling one more time. One more time. One more time, my arms will hold you, but it won't be long until you're gone. a memory left behind. And I just know that when you go, I'll be lonely one more time.
But all sweethearts do.
I gave my love to prove to you that I would always love you and be true. I know you've met somebody new. You'll tell me you and I are through. My plans and dreams cannot come true. And when you say goodbye, I know I will cry, 'cause I know it's my last date with you.
I walk by the river where we said goodbye. Thought of your kisses and didn't even cry. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. I talked with an old friend. He asked about you. I managed to tell him with just a tear or two. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. I know I'll never be the same. I was standing too close to the flame, but it doesn't hurt so much to hear your name. I think I'll make it I'm getting better.
Just like me, she'll understand the sorrow of loving you today and losing you tomorrow. I'd warn her, but she'd call it jealousy. So let her be another, then another, and another just like me. Now you'll go anywhere for a brand new love affair. Somebody new who thrills you instantly. When the thrill has ceased to chill, and from the past I know it will, there'll always be another, then another, and another just like me. Just like me, she'll understand the sorrow of loving you today and losing you tomorrow. I'd warn her, but she'd call it jealousy. So let her be another, then another, and another just like me.
They just don't know how lost I feel without you. My teardrops never see the light of day. I laugh and joke each time they talk about you. But if they heard my heart, they'd hear it say, excuse me, I think I've got a heartache. There's an aching deep inside, and it just won't be denied. Excuse me, I think I've got a heartache, and I'd better say goodbye before I cry. I guess it's pride that makes me hide my sorrow. I live a lie in all I do and say. My lips may lie and paint a bright tomorrow, but if I told the truth, I'd have to say, excuse me, I think I got a heartache. There's an aching deep inside, and it just won't be denied. Excuse me, I think I got a heartache, and I'd better say goodbye before I cry.
Well, I spent the better part of my life on a Mississippi River boat. I used to be known from coast to coast as the slickest gambler afloat. I dealt the cards from Minnesota to the harbor in New Orleans. I made a lot of big money on a riverboat. I loved a lot of pretty riverboat queens. Riverboat, riverboat, I love your whistle's wail. I wish I was back on the riverboat instead of in the Memphis jail. Oh, a big man got on the riverboat our last time in St. Paul. He had a lot of money, but his luck went bad and the riverboat won it all. He said I dealt from the bottom of the deck. He pulled a shiny knife. Before that gambler lunged at me, my 44 took his life. Riverboat, riverboat, I love your whistle's wail. I wish I was back on the riverboat instead of in the Memphis jail. Well, they came on the boat and they took me to jail when we got to Tennessee. A gambling man has very few friends, guess nobody cared for me. So I might be here for a many long years, but if I ever get out, I'm gonna head straight for that levee and get me a riverboat heading south. Riverboat, riverboat, I love your whistles well. I wish I was back on the riverboat instead of in the Memphis jail. Instead of in the Memphis jail.
To the town of our Frio rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip, and he's here to do some business with a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, though a youth of 24, and the notches on his pistol numbered 1 in 19 more, 1 in 19 more. Now the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around. Was an Arizona ranger, wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive or maybe dead, and he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red, after Texas Red. Wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't worry men that tried before were dead. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. The morning passed so quickly it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death, about to meet his death. There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today. Texas Red had not cleared leather for a bullet fairly ripped, and the ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment and the folks had gathered round. There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. Big iron, big iron, when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip.
Oh, well, I'll give you love that's above and beyond the call of love, and I'll never ever make you cry. Yes, I'll give you love that's above and beyond the call of love, and love something that money can't buy. Well, a poor boy's chances for a pretty girl's glances are sometimes very few. Though I've got no money, if you'll be my honey, here's what I'll offer you. Well, I'll give you love that's above and beyond the call of love, and I'll never ever make you cry. Yes, I'll give you love that's above and beyond the call of love, and love something that money can't buy. We met by chance, and I knew at a glance that I'd found my destiny. Now I want to carry you off and marry you if you will agree. And I'll give you love that's above and beyond the call of love, and I'll never ever make you cry. Yes, I'll give you love that's above and beyond the call of love, and love something that money can't buy.
I don't believe you love me anymore.
Lately you've been acting strange to me. Somehow it's not the way it used to be. You're doing things you never dared to do before, and I don't believe you love me anymore. I felt your love grow colder day by day. When I try to hold you close, you turn away. There must be someone else you're longing for, and I don't believe you love me anymore. Pastures now you think you found, but what will happen when the grass turns brown? I'm hearing things on you I've never heard before, and I don't believe you love me anymore. I felt your love grow colder day by day. When I try to hold you close, you turn away. There must be someone else you're longing for, and I don't believe you love me anymore. Love me anymore. 1941, the war had just begun. The Germans had the biggest ship that had the biggest guns. The Bismarck was the fastest ship that ever sailed the sea. On her decks were guns as big as steers and shells as big as trees. Out of the cold and foggy night came the British ship, the Hood. And every British seaman, he knew and understood, they had to sink the Bismarck, the terror of the sea. Stop those guns as big as steers and those shells as big as trees. We find that German battleship that's making such a fuss. We gotta sink the Bismarck, cause the world depends on us.
Hit the decks a running, boys, and spin those guns around.
But when we find the Bismarck, we gotta cut her down. The Hood found the Bismarck, and on that fatal day, the Bismarck started firing 15 miles away. We gotta sink the Bismarck, was the battle sound. But when the smoke had cleared away, the mighty Hood went down. For 6 long days and weary nights, they tried to find her trail. Churchill told the people, put every ship a sail, cause somewhere on that ocean, I know she's gotta be. We gotta sink the Bismarck to the bottom of the sea. They find that German battleship that's making such a fuss. We gotta sink the Bismarck, cause the world depends on us.
Hit the decks a running, boys, and spin those guns around.
When we find the Bismarck, we gotta cut her down. The fog was gone the 7th day, and they saw the morning sun.
10 hours away from homeland, the Bismarck made its run.
The admiral of the British fleet said, turn those bows around. We found that German battleship, and we're gonna cut her down. The British guns were aimed and the shells were coming fast. The first shell hit the Bismarck, they knew she couldn't last. That mighty German battleship is just a memory. Sink the Bismarck was the battle cry that shook the 7 seas. We found that German battleship was making such a fuss. We had to sink the Bismarck cause the world depends on us.
We hit the deck a running and we spun those guns around. Yeah, we found that mighty Bismarck and we had to cut her down.
We found that German battleship for making such a fuss. We had to sink the Bismarck cause the world depends on us.
We hit the deck a running and we spun those guns around.
We found that mighty Bismarck and then we cut her down.
I am glad you finally called me on the phone. I've been waiting here tonight, but not alone. You broke the date that we had made just yesterday. Now there's someone else who's here, he'll have to stay. I have found another love I know is true, and he holds me much more tenderly than you. Loving you's not worth the price I have to pay. Someone else is in your place, he'll have to stay. Once I loved you with all my heart, but now I must say no. You broke my heart too many times, so now you have to go. I can hear the jukebox playing soft and low. stay.
How foolish can you be to be ruled by jealousy? Could you throw away what we've planned?
Never, never.
Why don't you ask your heart?
Yes.
Ask it if we should part.
Say no.
I need to tell my heart exactly where we stand. So let's have a heart-to-heart talk. Let's have an arm-in-arm walk. My darling, let's try to see eye to eye, and let's have a heart-to-heart talk. So let's have a heart-to-heart talk.
Hard now.
Let's have an arm-in-arm walk. My darling, let's try to see eye to eye, and let's have a heart-to-heart talk.
She's just a fallen angel, and I'm the fool who made her fall. Last night I saw an angel, the one I once called mine. The hand that wore my wedding band held a glass of wine. I took her love for granted, I wronged her night and day. I drove my angel from me, and now she's gone astray. She's just a fallen angel, but I don't blame her for it all. She's just a fallen angel, and I'm the fool who made her fall. So many times she told me she couldn't take much more. So many times I laughed at her and walked right out the door. I wasn't worthy of her, and now my angel's gone. The devil took her from me and claimed her for his own. She's just a fallen angel, but I don't blame her for it all. She's just a fallen angel, and I'm the fool who made her fall.
I'm living in the past, for there's no future. Your love is gone, there's nothing left to do. But walk alone where we once walked together, reliving each moment spent with you. A falling star lights up the heaven, reminding me that you found someone new. All that I live for are just my memories, reliving each moment spent with you. A falling star lights up the heaven, reminding me that you found someone new. All that I live for are just my memories, reliving each moment spent with you.
Sweet dreams of you every night I go through. Why can't I forget you and start my life anew instead of having sweet dreams about you? You don't love me, it's plain. I should know you'll never wear my name. I should hate you the whole night through instead of having sweet dreams about you.
charm. Softly and tenderly I'll whisper your name and pray to God in heaven that your love will remain. We'll keep the love light burning like a beacon on the sea. We'll lock our hearts together and throw away the key. Softly and tenderly I'll pray to God above. We will live forever in our world of love. Softly and tenderly I'll caress and hold you tight. So gently I'll kiss you when I come home each night. It will be a little like heaven with you in my arms. We'll have our love forever to keep our hearts warm. We'll keep the love light burning like a beacon on the sea. We'll lock our hearts together and throw away the key. Softly and tenderly I'll pray to God above. We will live forever in our world of love.
I've been living a new way of life that I love so. But I can see the clouds are gathering and the storm will wreck our home. For last night he held you tightly and you didn't even show. This is true, for I've been watching you from the window up above. You must have thought that I was sleeping, and I wish that I had been. But I guess it's best to know you and the way your heart can sing. I thought we belonged together and our hearts fit like a glove. I was wrong, for I've been watching you from the window up above. The teardrops started as I listened on and on. I heard you whisper to him softly that our marriage was all wrong. But I hope he makes you happy and you will never lose his love. I was wrong, I was watching you from the window up above. How I wish I could be dreaming and wake up to an honest love. I was wrong, for I was watching you from the window up above.
Are you thinking that I wasn't meant for you? Could it be you believe that I've been untrue? Listen, sweetheart, this just cannot be, for you're the only good thing that's happened to me. We have our ups and downs, like all lovers do, but you know in your heart that I worship you, so don't ever think of setting me free, for you're the only good thing that's happened to me. We have our ups and downs, like all lovers do, but you know in your heart that I worship you, so don't ever think of setting me free, for you're the only good thing that's happened to me. When all your loves have ended, when all your friends have flown, who'll be around to want you? When all your loves have gone, only a fool would do it after the way you've done. But how many fools would have you? I know one. This fool keeps wondering why he fell in love at all. But you might need this fool around in case you fall. After the party's over and you've had your fill of fun, if you need a fool to forgive you, I know one. You never know, you might be lonely when all your loves have missed. It wouldn't hurt to keep an extra fool on your list. After your heart's been broken and it needs a place to run, if you'll take a fool who loves you, I know one. Yes, I know one. I know one.
In every other song that I've heard lately, some fellow gets shot, and his baby and his best friend both die with him, as likely as not. In half of the other songs, some cats crying are ready to die. We've lost most all of our happy people, and I'm a-wondering why. Let's think about living. Let's think about loving. Let's think about the hooping and the hopping and the bopping and the loving, lovey-doving. Let's forget about the wine and the crying, the shooting and the dying, and the fellow with a switchblade knife. Let's think about living. Let's think about life. We lost old Marty Robbins down in El Paso a little while back. And now Miss Patty Page, or one of them, is wearing black. And Kathy's clown has Don and Phil where they feel like they could die. If we keep on losing our singers like that, I'll be the only one you can buy. Let's think about living. Let's think about loving. Let's think about the hooping and the hopping and the bopping and the lovey-dovey. Let's forget about the whining and the crying and the shooting and the dying and the fellow with a switchblade knife. Let's think about living. Let's think about life. Let's think about living. Let's think about loving. Let's think about the hooping and the hopping and the bopping and the lovey-dovey. Let's forget about the whining and the crying and the shooting and the dying and the fellow with a switchblade knife. Let's think about living. Let's think about life. Let's think about living. Let's think about life. Let's think about living. Let's think about life. Let's think about living. Let's think about.
I've got my angel on my mind, that's why I'm walking. There's such an ache in this old heart, now I ain't talking. The little hand that held mine tight just waved goodbye tonight. I've got her sweet love on my mind, that's why I'm walking. With an old love on your mind, life's not worth living. I breathe her name with every breath I'm breathing. Why could I never see how much she meant to me? I've got her sweet love on my mind, that's why I'm walking. With an old love on your mind, life's not worth living. I breathe her name with every breath I'm breathing. Why could I never see how much she meant to me? I've got her sweet love on my mind, that's why I'm walking. I've got my angel on my mind, that's why I'm walking.
They say that my kind of love is blind. Some even say I must have lost my mind. But if I knew I'd never kiss your lips again, I'd rather die before this day ends. Seeds of gossip always grow till they kill the fragrance of the sweetest rose. But if I thought that you would let a doubt come in, I'd rather die before this day ends. everything is nothing without you. And many dream a dream the way I do. Without your love before another day begins, I'd rather die before this day ends. Seeds of gossip always grow till they kill the fragrance of the sweetest rose. But if I thought that you could let a doubt come in, I'd rather die before this day ends.
Am I losing you? Are my fears coming true? How I wish I knew. Am I losing you? Is your love really true? Is there somebody new? Tell me what to do. Am I losing you? Am I too blind to see what's been happening to me? Every road has a bend. Will I be sweetheart or friend? Will the sweet things you do be for somebody new? Tell me what to do. Am I losing you?
Am I too blind to see what's been happening to me?
Every road has a bend. Will I be sweetheart or friend? Will the sweet things you do be for somebody new? Tell me what to do. Am I losing you?
I don't believe I'll fall in love today. Old memories of you stand in the way. I just can't make my heart find someone new. It's always much too busy loving you. So I don't believe I'll fall in love today. For if I did, I'm sure I wouldn't stay. You'd come between us like you always do. Somehow she'd never measure up to you. Each night I pray, I wake at dawn and find another in my heart and on my mind. Then I awake and hear my poor heart say, I don't believe I'll fall in love today. Each night I pray, I wake at dawn and find another in my heart and on my mind. Then I awake and hear my poor heart say, I don't believe I'll fall in love today.
Goodbye, but I guess that's wishful thinking. Now I know why some people cry. I'll just live my life in dreams and long for your love. It's you I'm wishing for, and it's you I'm thinking of. My heart echoes the love words you've spoken. How I wish I could hear them from you. Won't you answer a heart that is broken, and make my wishful thinking come true? The love words you've spoken. How I wish I could hear them from you. Won't you answer a heart that is broken, and make my wishful thinking come true?
The moon is lonely. Tomorrow I
used to be and your old used to be. I watched you walk away from me so long ago. I didn't know I loved you when I let you go. And just to think that I'm the one who set you free. Will I ever get used to being your old used to be? I've gotten used to people's stares as I walk by. I keep my head bowed low so they can't see me cry. They say there goes a man who lives in memory. Will I ever get used to being your old used to be? Got no one to help me pass these lonely days. When nighttime comes, I just can't keep the blues away. For in my dreams, your lovely face is all I see. Will I ever get used to being your old used to be? I've gotten used to people's stares as I walk by. I keep my head bowed low so they can't see me cry. They say there goes a man who lives in memory. Will I
It seems your arms have grown cold. I've got to know, do you want me, or have you found a new love to hold? I believe deep down you will hurt me, while with all my heart I pray no. Darling, will you stay or will you leave? Don't say it, don't tell me, I think I know. I'm a fool, I shouldn't ask foolish questions, but I can't bear to see you go. You don't have to answer foolish questions. Don't say it, don't tell me, I think I know. Is tonight the night? Is it over? Have my fears blossomed to come true? I knew without ever asking that someday your sweet love I'd lose. Could it be that you won't desert me? With all my heart I pray no. Darling, will you stay or will you leave? Don't say it, don't tell me, I think I